This is Clinton, Utah. My name is Madeline Martindale, and Clinton is where I was born, raised, and educated. The population of Clinton is 21,971. Clinton is a relatively small suburban city in northern Utah, but it doesn't give off a small town feel because it is surrounded by larger suburban and urban cities such as Layton, Syracuse, Clearfield, and Ogden. I attended public school at Clinton Elementary, Sunset Junior High, and Clearfield High School. My high school offered advanced placement, international baccalaureate, concurrent enrollment, honors, and special education courses. Technical courses were offered relatively nearby at the Davis Applied Technical College. Clearfield High is a 6A school that currently has 1,864 students enrolled. 77.8% of the student body is white, and the remaining students identify as Hispanic, Black, Native American, Pacific Islander, and Asian. 32% of the student population is on free or reduced lunch. Throughout my schooling experience, I was always part of the majority. This is because I identify as an English-speaking, white, Mormon, and middle-class person. I am a straight-A student who took honors and advanced placement courses all throughout high school. In these classes, racial minorities and students in poverty were underrepresented. A major reason for this was the cost of taking AP tests. AP courses require passage of a test in order to receive college credit, but the catch is each test costs $80 to take. There was some reduction on the cost for students on fee waivers, but a partial fee was still required. This requirement made students who couldn't afford to take the test have to take a lower level course where they couldn't receive college credit. Also, the students who chose to take higher level courses, such as CE, AP, or IB at my school, tended to get elected for leadership positions. This made it difficult for minority students to have a voice when it came to policy and activity decisions. Another large population of people in my community identify with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I was born and raised a member of this majority religion. This gave me an advantage because I already knew the majority of the leaders in my community. One of the leaders was my third grade teacher. She was a member of my church congregation and served in a religious capacity with my mom every Sunday. Since I already had a relationship with my teacher before from church, it was difficult for the both of us to separate our church and school relationships. One of the major sources of my social and cultural capital in school was my involvement in extracurricular activities at Clearfield High. I was a member of the National Honor Society, FBLA, the varsity softball team, seminary council, and impact team. Through my involvement in these organizations, I was able to build really strong relationships with my teachers, peers, and community members who really gave me the academic and social support I needed throughout high school. These people really helped me to decide, get accepted, and receive scholarships for college here at SUU. They did this by providing great advice and reference recommendations. When students are unable to participate in extracurricular activities due to ability, a job, or even financial stipulations, it becomes difficult for them to build strong relationships with the people they are surrounded with at school. The most beneficial extracurricular school activity that I participated in was playing softball. I played competitively from ages 9 to 18. For 9 years of my life, the ideology of hard work is the key to success was repeated, shouted, and preached by my various coaches. This ideology of hard work was not just part of my life on the softball field, but it was also part of my school life. For example, I opted to take advanced placement courses knowing that it would be a lot of hard work. I did this because I knew that receiving college credit before going to college would give me a successful head start. Students who are not able to participate in extracurriculars, more specifically athletics, due to disability, financial issues, or even the large time commitment, will have a harder time developing the good work ethic that I gained while playing softball. In my future classroom, I want to provide an equitable sanctuary for learning and development. It is hard for students to learn and develop in an environment where they feel discriminated against. I want to create an environment where students feel comfortable and confident in who they are and what they stand for. I am going to teach my students the importance of respecting people who are different from themselves. I am also going to teach my students how to have an open mind and solve problems using critical thinking. I am going to be an advocate for all of my students. This means being an example for them, listening to their concerns, and answering any questions they may have. In my future classroom, I want reality pedagogy to reflect greatly. Christopher Edmond talks about how through contextualization in the classroom, students are able to break the divide between their home lives and school lives. I want my students to reach their max potential, and I believe they can do this if my teaching reflects reality pedagogy. While teaching, I will make sure that my teaching material is free of my own biases and ideals in order to mute privilege in the classroom. I will also make sure that the curriculum that we are covering in class is diverse so that all of my students feel like they are represented. My public schooling experience and all of the information I have learned from this class will help me to create a classroom full of equitable learning experiences.